What's going on, guys? My name is Connor, and today I have a review for you guys on Louis Vuitton's newest coin card holder. It's going to be item number M30270. It's going to be the one with the monogram blue coated canvas as well as the Taiga blue leather. So if you guys do enjoy these kind of videos, make sure to hit the like and subscribe button, as it really helps out my channel and gets my videos shown to more people. And while you're at it, make sure to claim your 4 free stocks on Webull by clicking the link below. All you gotta do is sign up. You get 2 stocks for free, and you get another 2 after your first deposit. So without further ado, let's get right into this review. Alright guys, just a few things to keep in mind just before I take out the coin card holder. The retail cost is going to be $360 and it's completely sold out in the US. So if you guys go online, it will obviously say out of stock, but if you guys were to go into the store, there's a small chance that they might have some there. And also I'd like to mention that these are retaining their value very well. I just looked on StockX just before making the video, and I saw the most recent sale was $424. So if you guys are kind of on the fence, you guys can keep in mind that if you guys were to change your mind, there is a good chance that you guys will be able to get your money back. So obviously we have the classic Louis Vuitton box right here that they usually use for mid-sized wallets. Nothing too special on the back or the sides, but opening it right up, we're just going to pull this blue tab out, and obviously we'll have the plastic just covering the coin card holder right here. So obviously you can pull up this sticker, but there's a small chance that you'll tear it. So just to prevent that, just in case I go to sell in the future, I'll just slide it out right here, and then we'll have the wallet right there. So just so I can give you guys the best look at it, I'm going to set the box and the paper to the side, and then obviously here's what it looks like. So this is going to come in the navy blue colorway, and like I mentioned towards the beginning, it's going to be made of the Taiga Cowhide-leather, as you can see right here. And this monogram that you guys are going to see all around, just before I forget, this is a Cowhide Taiga leather as well. This is considered the Pacific blue coated canvas. So that's the name of this monogram. Obviously there's a damier azur, there's a brown monogram, which is obviously more classic, but this is the newer variation of the monogram, and I really like what they did with it. I'll just give you guys a little preview right here of another video that I'm doing, and that is the messenger bag with the same monogram on it. And I really do like what they did recently with these. I feel like it's a very modern look, but it still has that touch of classiness that is very recognizable to most people's eyes. And some of you guys may care to note that the leather trim is made of cowhide leather, and so is the lining. So it's going to be very high quality, as you guys can see. And just a little giveaway, if you guys are ever purchasing Louis Vuitton and are on the fence of if it's authentic or not, just look at the stitching. It should be perfect. All these are handmade. Nothing's made in a machine. So everything's all the stitches should be even, and they should also be the same length. So just something to look at. This is very high quality. And also I'll show you guys the little slots. Obviously you guys care about those, but there are going to be 4 credit card slots. Obviously you have a slot right here, a slot right here, and a slot right here. And you also have a slot right here to hold your final cards. So usually I'll put maybe my ID and whatever else in here. I'll put maybe my debit card in here. Then I'll use the top 2 folders to hold my credit cards. And then on this side, you guys will have another little compartment. This is usually where I like to keep some cash, maybe receipts, or even business cards if I so choose to. And then once you see this zipper right here, it will just say have the Louis Vuitton logo on top of it. You just unzip it, and you guys will have this little compartment right here that will obviously hold whatever you need. So it's a coin card holder, which means it's obviously made to hold your coins, and then the rest of the placements are for cards. But obviously you can put whatever in it. I actually don't really use this side as much for business cards. I usually keep my business cards on the inside. That's because I usually don't hold coins. And most credit card users like me, you're not really going to be getting cash back, and you're never going to hold on to too much cash. So I feel like this is extremely convenient for whatever you're holding, because being able to hold maybe 6 cards is absolutely perfect for me. So I usually put one here, couple here, and it works out perfectly. It's sleek, it has a nice design, and the color really does pop. I know it's a little bit dark in the video. I have it in the lighting, but in person, especially when you're standing in the sunlight, it's extremely noticeable. People may notice the pattern, but they haven't seen this canvas before, and you can just tell them, hey, this is from the newest collection, and maybe they'll look at some of the other designs, because some people that aren't as much into Louis Vuitton, they don't know that there are a lot of different colorways that you can buy Louis Vuitton in. Just a few examples. There's a darker version of this, there's a lighter version of this, there's also a yellow, there's one that's fire, there's a fire color, I believe it's called like Ignite, and they released it for these as well as the backpacks, the Michael backpacks. So just keep that in mind, as there are many different canvases to choose from when you're buying Louis Vuitton, and this one is one of my favorites. And if you guys look closely in the little compartment, there will be a heat stamp right there. This one's going to say Louis Vuitton Paris, made in France, but there are 4 different references that this wallet may have. It may be made in France, it may be made in Spain, Italy, or the US. So if you see one that says made in Mexico, made in Canada, made in Germany, it's a clear giveaway that that wallet is fake, and you don't even have to look into it further. But if you're buying secondhand and it passes that test, you're going to want to look at the overall quality, and then you're going to want to look at the date code, which should be on the interior on one of the sides, or it will be right in here. And so you can just match that up. Obviously you can go online and put in the date code and see if it's legitimate, and then that should be a good giveaway. But if you guys are looking for a complete peace of mind, there's a little service that I use called Pro Authenticators. If you guys just go on Facebook, you can look them up. They pay me absolutely nothing to promote them, but because they've been such a good service to me, I like to mention them to different people. They charge $10 an item. You send pictures of all the edges, obviously the product all around, as well as the date code and the heat stamp, and they're able to verify 100% whether or not it's legitimate or not. They're very reliable, extremely accurate, and they've been doing it for a long time. So if you guys are on the fence about an item, make sure to reach out to them, as even someone like me who has a lot of Louis Vuitton still uses them from time to time. And so you purchase this wallet, or you maybe bought it secondhand and you know it's legit or whatever else, and you want it to last a long time because you spent $360, $400, maybe $450 if you really paid the top of the resale market for it. And Louis Vuitton is obviously something that's lasted a long time for a lot of people, and they have a very good name of being extremely durable. But there are a few precautions that you're going to want to take when handling this wallet. You're going to want to make sure that when you have it on the surface, that you're lifting it straight up. You want to make sure that you're not scratching it. Obviously this is my leather desk and it's pretty flat, so it's not really going to get scratched. But let's say that you're setting it on the concrete or wherever else, a surface that may be a little bit more danger to a wall like this. Make sure you're lifting it straight up, because it will get scratched up, especially on the Taiga and Monogram right here, and you really don't want to have those scratches because you spent so much on a wallet like this. And also, a lot of people don't know, but you want to make sure that you keep it out of both damp surfaces as well as extreme sunlight. So let's say that I had my wallet sitting out like this in the sunlight for hours and hours. It will get slightly faded, and to most people's eyes they might not notice. But the easiest way to tell that it's happened is you flip it over to the other side, and you'll notice that this one's a lot darker. Obviously it's not going to be like that in this situation, as this wallet is completely brand new. But you guys want to keep that in mind as you guys are taking care of this wallet, that it will get faded through sunlight, or if you have it in a damp area where it's sitting in water and it's getting slightly moist or wet, whatever word you want to use. So if you have it sitting in water or a damp surface, it will get faded just the same way as the sunlight. And the last precaution that you can take in making this last a lifetime is to keep it in the dust bag when you're not using it. A lot of people don't really use the dust bag, or they just leave it on a shelf or wherever else. And parts of the day the sun ends up shining through the window, and it slightly fades the surface over time, and you can just notice it more and more as the weeks, months, years go on. But if you keep it in a dust bag, you're never going to have that issue. So make sure to keep that in mind. So final verdict of this wallet, I think it's extremely useful. And out of the 3 recent wallets that I reviewed, part of this collection, the Taigarama Collection, I reviewed the pocket organizer, the multiple bifold, as well as this. Obviously, this is personally my favorite as a credit card user, as it's the least expensive. It seems to be the most durable, and also I like that it holds only what I need to, and it fits very flat in your pocket. So if any of you guys are like me and you guys mainly use credit cards, debit cards, or whatever else, consider going for a wallet like this, as you're not only saving yourself money, but you're saving yourself space. And also make sure to go ahead and check out some of my other videos. If you guys look at some of my recent ones, you guys will notice it's the 2 other wallets. So if you guys really like this canvas, you guys can obviously get a good look at those. And make sure to check out some other videos. I review some of the craziest hype and designer items on YouTube, so make sure to go ahead and check them out. And also, if you guys are at this point in the video and you guys have not already liked and subscribed, it would mean the world to me. I'm going to keep putting out crazy hype and designer items on YouTube. And you guys can obviously let me know whatever else you guys want to see in the comments. I really do listen. I really do try to bring you guys whatever you want to see. So let me know what you guys want to see. Make sure to like and subscribe. And again, thank you guys so much for watching this video.